Greetings YouTube. In this video I'll be building a Stewart Hobbies kit, and this one is a Alco C628 high hood in Chicago Northwestern. So let's see, I think I have opened this before. Okay, here are the directions. Okay, let's get it out of the box here. Okay, now I guess I have had this out before. The bag has been opened, and there does seem to be a little bit of wear on the wheels. So let's see if there's a decoder in here. Ah, not only is there a decoder, there are real light bulbs on either end. Okay, so I have messed with this before. I'll have to kind of figure out what's going on here. Okay, before we get into that, let's see what else is in the box. Hopefully all the parts are here. Oh, good. That's a relief. I was worried that... Yeah, here we go. I am going to take this over to the programming track and just see what we're working with. It checked out fine on the programming track, so here it is running on the layout. At first it was kind of coggy and it wasn't running very good, but once I let it... I've been running it for about 5 minutes and it's really starting to break in and run a lot better. I just don't think... If I ever ran it, it was like 20 years ago, and yeah, it just needed to get the cobwebs blown out. So I think it's going to be fine. That is speed step 10. Yeah, at first it took like speed step 30 to even move, but now it's much better. Let's see what 1 does. Yeah, it's a little bit jumpy. Probably just needs to get run a little more. It is barely moving though. Good. I wanted to check that. I do see a problem though. The lid does not. This decoder. I don't think that's going to work. The decoder is hitting on the top of this connector right here, and it's keeping the lid from going down all the way. I'm going to have to do this differently. Maybe this way. Okay, we'll have to address that. I went ahead and did some work off camera. I removed the factory light board. I just don't think it's necessary. I'm not using... these were the LEDs that came with it, and they're those strange yellowish green color. Yeah, I had no need for those, and actually this board was just taking up extra space in there, so I got rid of that. I also got rid of these tower things that went right here. Same reason, not required. And I have the same decoder. I just switched from the short pin to the long wire leads. I'll show you the connections I've made. So both of the right side trucks, this wire and this wire, are going to red on the decoder, and then both of the left side trucks, this wire here and this wire here, are going to the black of the decoder, and then the two motor wires, which were red and black, are going to, the red one goes to the orange and the black goes to the gray. Sorry, let me get my fingers out of there. The red motor wire here goes to the orange, and the black motor wire goes to the gray. And so now that the mechanical's all checked out, let's get back to assembly here on the chassis. The next step, we need to take the cab off, and there are 2 clips underneath here. Right here, and then one on the other side, and then the cab slides up and off. Looks like the next step is to install the handrails onto the shell here. Let's get everything out of the bag. I clipped all of these off of the sprue, and now this is what the side railing looks like. And here is the other side. Oops. Here is what the front looks like. Okay, here are all the railings on. Now we're supposed to install the horn, and for that we need to drill a little bit of a hole right here. Okay, I've got the horn installed, and next up we need to put in the cab windows. Okay, here are all the windows installed. The 3-piece windows snapped into and stayed in place pretty well. The 2 individual windows, these 2 here, I did use some white glue to hold those, and they seemed like they were holding and they're okay, but just to make sure, I went ahead and used some white glue. Before I put everything back together again, I thought I'd check the wiring here. We have headlights, rear and front, and I put LEDs on the number boards. So we have those on function 1. To attach the chassis and the shell back together, you use the coupler boxes, and that screws through into the shell. So this is what they give you. These are just, I think, standard coupler boxes. And we've got some KD number 5s. Okay, here are the coupler boxes attached, and then that holds the shell on too. So now I will go ahead and put the cab back on. Next step, we're installing these brake cylinders, and they look like this. Here's what they look like. The next step, we install these fuel filler pieces, and they go right there. And at the last step, we install these air tanks, and here is how I think they're supposed to go. And I believe that is it, although I do have an extra air tank here that doesn't seem to go anywhere. And I have this one extra piece right here, and I can't see where that's supposed to go. So I guess those are just extras. And with that, I think it's done. Here it is on the layout. Unfortunately, for some reason, one of the number boards has quit working, and I'm not going to take it all apart to figure out why. Eventually I'll get to it, but not today. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to the channel to see this locomotive more, and I've got some more decoder installs I'm getting ready to do.